It's a matter of time. SJ he's a young gentleman.
Oh, he's definitely a very talented guy.
And the talent that he has now in a couple years, in a few years, when he's had time to cultivate more of the experience, I think he'll really shine.
This is going to be what good old JR would call a slobber knocker. First person to get an opening here. We just dashes up and paused directly in her face. And, first person to get an opening is going to have a major opportunity in each round in this matchup.
And I think CountBlack is playing very cautious right now, not making any big moves. Not now trying to make an advance here.
I'm sure they're both going to respect each other, right? Because neither of them wants to get a knockdown.
The pressure's mounting.
All right.
This is dangerous. Laura rushdown is very strong.
All right, but CountBlack getting out of that knockdown situation very easily.
Yeah, this match is, I think, very much going to be who stays in whose face the most. And definitely SJ right now is putting all the pressure on, but CountBlack, very patient, blocking a lot of the pressure and taking his time to formulate his attack plan. But SJ on the assault now. Here we go. V-trigger has been activated. And CountBlack threw out the EX, made it safe, but SJ countered the follow-up.
Interesting first round. Neither of them were really committing to the full smackdown. They're both kind of feeling each other out. They know how dangerous each of these characters is in a mix-up situation when they get knocked down. Again, CountBlack getting the first knockdown here. But SJ got out easily last time, and he's gone out easily again this time.
Definitely the strategy against Laura is, if you're playing against Laura, do not get knocked down. Because you are going to be hurting if you get knocked down.
And if you're playing against Rashid, do not get in the corner, which is precisely where CountBlack just was. But most of the time, jump out, escape.
Yeah, and you notice that one thing I noticed is that SJ is pressing a lot of buttons, a lot of light kick. Definitely a way to kind of make CountBlack respected. Don't press buttons because my button is faster than yours. And obviously that dominance, once again, that match dominance, SJ showed that he is applying his match dominance here. And forcing CountBlack to think. Like, you look at him, he's thinking hard right now. He's like, I got to do something and turn this around.
Yeah, it's an interesting matchup. It's one of the very few matchups in which Rashid actually has superior normal buttons.
Yeah.
So Rashid does have footsie tools in this matchup that he often would not have the opportunity of employing fully.
Yeah, and CountBlack missing an opportunity there, but able to get something shortly afterwards. And
it's so good at guessing when to stick out those EX spinning mixes.
And you know what? If you notice, and you're watching SJ play right now, he is not respecting CountBlack on his wake up at all. He is walking up and pressing buttons every single time. If it's not meaty, it's a light.
Yeah, he fouled him out initially in the first round, and then since then he's been getting progressively more offensive. CountBlack's going to have to do something to keep SJ off him and to get some offensive pressure going of his own, but it's really not working out for him right now.
SJ missing a crush counter opportunity there. Gets the crush counter, not able to follow up with the punish, and Laura is now dizzied already. This is looking very one-sided.
It is, yeah. CountBlack's got over just very quickly. Nice block on the cross-up there.
Yeah, CountBlack able to get it out of the corner. Here's the mix-up. This is where Laura is dangerous. The dizzy.
Done, and that is dead.
That is the match. That is the round.
That's why it's so
SJ looking around. He's like
laughing.
He is, no pun intended, shocked.
Well, I mean, it's always terrifying when you play against Laura because you just saw SJ was winning that round. It was one thing that CountBlack hit him with, and then the mix-up, and that was the entire round.
And that is the nightmare that can be Laura. Is that if she does get miss the crush counter, that could have been a game winner. I mean, anytime Laura touches you in any matchup could be a potential game winner, especially characters that don't have good reversals.
And we saw just a second ago, CountBlack actually successfully blocking his first EX spinning mixer, which I thought might be a sign that he's getting the read, but then SJ hit him with that one there.
And SJ once again saying, no, I'm not done yet. He's like, I'm being nice. I let you have a turn. Now, get back in the corner. Oh, wow. Interesting corner cross up there from SJ, using the V-trigger to kind of push his character past the corner and cross up there. And this is going to be a rough. Laura with a lot of bar. Oh, the mix-up! Oh. Very nice setup.
Floating like a butterfly and stinging like a bee.
That's the terror that is Laura. Fully stocked. He had a full stick of butter.
Oh, yeah, she's a nightmare.
Yeah, she's just
so exciting to watch. So when you get a good Laura player like CountBlack who's able to take that one knockdown and just make it mean the round, really explosive gameplay from CountBlack, it makes it such an exciting matchup.
And I think this next this next match is going to make a big difference in the rest of the game for either of these players. CountBlack needs to make SJ feel discouraged. And I think that might be working. If you look at SJ, he's being a little bit more cautious now.
Yeah, he's backed off to where he was in the first round, but he was kind of feeling him out, sticking out some normals, not wanting to go fully in, not wanting to commit too much. Oh, it's
a crush counter.
And that is round for CountBlack again. And CountBlack suddenly, from being down, it looks like CountBlack now has the read on SJ. And now it falls to SJ to turn this match around for himself now.
Like I was saying, I think this is a very important mental round for both these players. Obviously, CountBlack having a hard time at the beginning, being completely just smothered by SJ, and now the opposite is happening. Obviously, there didn't get the right read, got hit by the EX spinning mixer, and that's really, in a lot of ways, that is Rashid's only way to get out other than knee reversal.
Just whip that. That a command throw.
There we go.
Maybe execution error. CountBlack, oh, brilliant dash forward into the command throw.
Oh, the crush counter into the super.
And this is gonna take that round.
Yep. This is what I was saying. This appears to be a mental turnaround. SJ needs to collect him. He's got a smile on his face. He does look worried.
Yeah, he does look worried
because he is going
SJ.
home. If he loses this match, he is going home.
Yeah, his expression's definitely changed since the first game there. He looked very, very confident. Now it looks like he's taking a real moment to contemplate. He's not necessarily saying what to do. I'm not really liking the look on his face. It doesn't look very confident right now. He's going to have to find something very quickly and make it work.
I think the important thing for SJ in this match now is to rebuild his mental confidence. He was doing extremely well just pressing buttons in Laura's face on knockdown. I think he needs to get back there. Don't get discouraged by winning that one match, and really get back in there confidence-wise.
Yeah, confidence can make such a big difference in any competitive endeavor, especially in a matchup like this, where if you blink, you miss kind of deal.
I think I sense the desperation from SJ. You notice that the last time he got knocked down, he was pressing a low short on wake up very, very, very rapidly. So
one hit either way is going to take this round now.
Oh, nice block. Not able to get a punish off that, but SJ rings it in.
Yeah, so he caught CountBlack sticking out some sort of button there and caught him with the tornado.
Yeah, and this is a good mental stop point for SJ in terms of the pace of the match. If he can keep this up, he will be able to drag this out to the final match of the set. And it's up to CountBlack to basically stifle SJ's confidence here. There we go.
Punish coming up. Yeah, SJ loves to stick out those EX spinning mixers. When you gamble, sometimes you're going to lose. The loss there took a lot of damage for him.
Exactly. But he can't win all of them.
And CountBlack doing a good job of not getting forced back into the corner there, which is where SJ wants him to launch this comeback, which he's going to launch right now. Just goes for the throw. CountBlack is betting buttons.
CountBlack is on the verge of being stunned. There we go. SJ pulls it back from the brink.
Heading into the final game in this losers bracket action here.
Definitely. I think this has been one of the most entertaining matches thus far in top 8. Very strong performance from both, and of course both these characters are very explosive, right? When SJ he plays a very aggressive Rashid, and of course CountBlack, you can't count him out at any point because of the strength of his character, the strength of his play. Very explosive. He just needs to guess once,
and he has just guessed and has opened him up already.
Yeah. Wow.
SJ was smiling a minute ago, but that smile is vanishing from his face as we speak. But now he's fighting back. He's got quite a way to claw his way back into this round now. Overhead.
If he can steal this one away from CountBlack, it's going to be big. Very nice jump forward.
But that's going to take it for CountBlack, and he is one round away from taking this. Of course, both these players have a lot of experience playing against each other. They both kind of already have a read because they got so much experience, and perhaps that's one reason why it's been so back and forth as they're trading who's reading who. Yeah. Again, sticking out the EX spinning mixer and catching it. It's been about 50-50 on those now.
Oh no.
Big punish. And stun is building, and that is going to be stun.
SJ looking like he knows it's done. Always exciting to watch high-level Laura play.
And look at the sigh on the man's face there. So many different facial expressions. He was confident in the first game, then he was kind of nervous, then confident again, and then a big